as the Lions get a bump.
We haven't seen Jack for ages.
No.
Where's he been?
On Thursdays. He's been on 360 Extra. So now the Thursday night...
I didn't know. He has shown himself to be one of the most polished. And when I say polished, let me say this. He is one of those players in the competition who can absolutely do everything. About round 11. What round are we? 12,
just
11?
Finished 12.
12. But let's dig a little bit deeper. So teams recruit and teams draft. Okay? Now, when you draft, you hope that your development goes really well. Brayshaw, who else? Go through some young Sarong. You know, you get some young fellas in. And what did you say they were? 8 and 3, 9 and 3?
9 and 3.
It's a tough...
Good spot to be, 9 and 3.
You lose. They still kicked a reasonable score, I think, on Friday night. They still know they're in 70, 83 to 70. Did you give up, or what's the captaincy?
No, I'm still captain. Obviously, I'll still.
Do you want to come back and be captain? And as soon as that happens, Jared, that little creak in the door gets a little bit wider. It's all the speed that you're running around. You think, God, look at them all. You can't give them an inch. So you've got to stay really close to them, and they just create so much. Those small fellas. They got that Fortress Melbourne, watching them run out as a gang and looking at them and going, oh, geez, they're big and tough and really good. Now they're looking over saying, yeah, they're not as big and tough as I thought 3 weeks ago. Anyway, he's having a ripper seeing, and so is. What about you?
Oh, you meant
they've really given up. A bit technical, but they're giving up scores at stoppages. And I know this sounds a bit wanky, but it's not trying to be. This game was just magnificent. It was magnificent, Jared, in every aspect of what Australian rules was all about. You had two teams playing different styles. The Cats would get it, and it was like the Cats of old. We're going to march it down the field. And the Dogs were hunting, and as soon as they gave it up, bang, they were all running. And then the Cats had to file back, and they were defending. And it was one-on-one, you know, De Koning and Hawkins. I mean, the third quarter, the Dogs threw absolutely everything at the Cats. And their big money signing, Jeremy Cameron, had a couple of shots of goal and he missed. And I'm sitting there going, you've got to kick them. That's what you were brought to the club for. When you week after week after week after week in the middle of bloody June, and if you're a little bit off, they're gonna get you. They are. They're just not as they're just not as good as we thought they are. They're just not. They're not getting enough. I mean, it was revealed on the weekend Marcus Bontempelli had a shoulder. We've been pushing him every second week. He's been in here, injuries, and he was... We're just happy to have you back. You've been sort of prostituting yourself around on AFL 360 Extra. Tassie's bid is looking shaky.
No, this is... Yeah.
Hey, let me throw you to the video.
With the Degoe.
Let me do it again. Let's go to the video. No one should ever tell a coach, I reckon, what to do, and we're just about to, but he doesn't... Or his mates. Don't have to be his coach, or his dad, I don't know. Just sit him down and say, hey... We've spoken about this banter stuff before, this bullshit that we all say to each other. We've addressed it. My God, Stephen May, by all reports, he's a really, really good bloke. A really good bloke. But when he gets on the juice, he opens his mouth. So maybe stop getting on the juice and opening your mouth and getting yourself in trouble. But
quite like lording those. That's about where we...
And we've let ourselves down. And I'm ashamed. I'm embarrassed. They're ashamed. Well done, Max. And that's why Max gone. You know what they'll say, and my sources, I'm not going to reveal my sources. I mean, we've got a cracking weekend. It kicks off really, really... What do you think about all these rumours? I'm a bit lost, Jared, because I got home last night and a friend of mine was texting me saying, what about all the rumours about this coach? And I go, no, what are they? And she goes, oh, you should know. And I said, no, I don't try and deal with rumours. So what do you think about these rumours? Yeah, so bring that beanie over. You've got to wear a hat, mate. You didn't do it for Terry.
Get down to...
No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. Anyway, next. What's next, Jared?
Next is David Neitz.
Try and deal with rumours. Let's bring him.
4 balls.
Where's
to
Eddie
step
tonight?
inside today.
I think one I had a couple of weeks ago.
What was that?
Can't forget.
Diarrhoea.
Darbs.
Has Eddie got diarrhea?
The bye week.
No way.
Time for a breather.
I'll give you a quick go, Robbo. Which line do you reckon covers Monday here?
If it's the furthest on the left, mate.
Watch this.
Going and saying, look, everyone, this is what's happening. You think, oh, that was lucky. But you can be consistently lucky. You've got to have the people there to create that luck, and that's what they're doing. But
It was horrible. It was very ordinary. They were really struggling. We know there were personnel issues. You know, no Vlosten, Martin, Grimes only played a couple. Lambert. They had Baker and Bolter in the forward line.
They played boundary more, and these numbers are basically saying so they weren't intercepting the ball.